Hello again, cartoon dinosaur fans. Today we have the first of the flying dinosaurs by the Dino Roll line of products put out by Kong Species. This is the Pteradon, probably the most famous of them. So this is 1A. It's interesting that they would name the collection 1. They should just follow the other collections, which I think there's like 4 or 5 now. And there's only 4 in this collection. And what's nice is it tells you when this came out, sometime in 2024, late 2024. Alright, so I'm going to obviously try to get all of them. Oh, there's a 5th chase one though, so I don't know if they'll ever come up for sale. Reading Wikipedia, as you can also see in this image here, this thing had like a 6-meter wingspan. There's a person, but modern estimates say this thing could have only weighed like 35 kilos, which is quite light, like birds. And modern science is saying this is more like a bird than a crocodile, but they do call it a flying reptile. But I kind of feel like maybe these dinosaurs were all warm-blooded because they have like just skin. They don't have scales trapping in heat like modern lizards or snakes. But you know, I could be wrong. So no number next to this. Interesting. Just what it is. Came well packed, of course. A sturdy box, extra foam, and you gotta be really careful pulling these out. These are rigid plastic, so if you snag that tip on the foam or the bag, you might break it off. There's nothing ever underneath that black foam either. It looks like it's pierced the bag, so I gotta be really careful pulling this out. In fact, I'm gonna see here. Do it very close to the table in case I drop it. Let me get this box out of here. So this thing was first discovered in 1871 in Kansas, and these pterodons flew over North America, and they had no teeth like the European flying reptiles had, so they were quite distinct. There's many species of pterodons apparently. Okay, going at the bottom here, we do have a cartooned skeleton there, which is nice. This little thing is under high debate. Some think it may have been a rudder, but they vary in size quite a bit on the real ones, so maybe this has to do with more mating rituals since they're so varied in size and proportion on real skeletons, which they've found over 1,200 skeletons of these things. So, alright, that doesn't tell you what the thing is anywhere on this product, unfortunately. And then this has a nice sculpting to it as if it's a geode or I guess a prehistoric egg. And it's got some dots printed on there. So we got the claws here in black, and then very smooth skin. Yeah. Some webbing between the legs. You got some claws on the inner legs there. And then they found tracks where these things were walking on all fours. So I don't think they walked on just the hind legs. They kind of walked like those bad creatures from the Godzilla movies. I forget what they're called. Anyways, yeah, very smooth skin. Looks very chicken-like, right? Some more webbing here. And then, yeah, that whole webbing thing comes up to a pretty sharp tip, which is rigid again. You can break that if you flexed it too much. And then you can see there's this yellow printing on here. No outline, though. It's just yellow. And it's kind of shiny, whereas the body is pretty matte finish. There's like a black wash on here as well. You can see some ear canals here. There's good depth to them. The glass eyes have these little black pupils printed on there. The bottom of the, I guess the jaw is a separate piece. I can see a break, and it's got a yellow fade to it. The inside of the mouth is actually 2 nostril-like passageways, it looks like there. Or it's just a lot of black paint, I don't know, but it's very deep, these 2 things in particular. And the yellow looks pretty good. There's some black paint wash. Not much of a tongue. Oh, well, there it is. Never mind. It is in there. And you can see, I think it might be a separate piece. Oh, you know what it is? I bet this tongue is part of this. And then they glued on the bottom beak. So it gives it that separated look. And the mouth is kind of glossy in there as if it's wet, so it makes sense. So yeah, you got some nostrils over here, and no black paint though. A little pink on the side of the mouth, and then you got this like debated horn or rudder or mating thing, not sure. Alright, well, interesting. Honestly, I wasn't too keen on getting these because I like dinosaurs more than smooth looking flying giant chickens, but I know I'd regret it if I didn't buy them now because they're just going to go up in price. So here's a Gigantoraptor. This is from the 4th wave of Dino Rolls. So that's very bird-like. And here's a special Stomatosuchus, the 2nd anniversary crocodile kind of thing with like a pelican mouth. These pterodons have been found with fossilized fish in them, so they ate primarily fish, people think. And yeah, I guess that may, and they think the thing would have flown very much like an albatross, just the geometry of the skeleton. So it's more like a bird, even though it's a reptile. Makes sense. So you can still see, I like the scaled look. I like scaly things. The feathers are okay, or better, but the feathers on this just aren't detailed very much. It's kind of under detailed compared to the reptile crocodile there. And then this is just very undetailed now because it's got such smooth skin. But whatever, I'm gonna get the other ones anyways. I'm committed to the dino rolls. So if you like this sort of stuff, hang out, and we'll see you the next time we fly on. See ya.